Hi everyone and welcome to another one of our weekly forecast video. In this video we're gonna go through a few setups on our top 3 instruments. So if you want to find out how we analyze the market, what strategies we use, then make sure to stay until the end of this video. Also check out the links in the description down below and join our free Telegram channel where you can get a lot more valuable content. Alright, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out any of our future content. So the first instrument we're gonna start off with will be Bitcoin. Now, what we normally do in these type of videos, we do kind of a top-down analysis where we start off from a higher time frame and then gradually we step down to the hourly chart. Okay, so on a daily time frame, what we can see is that market has created lower structure since the last video. If you haven't watched that one, then make sure to do so. There's going to be a button in the top right hand corner, and that way you can see how price action developed since last week. Then we're going to step down to the 4-hour chart and we can see that price has broken below previous support and it's currently testing it as well. And then once we go down to the hourly chart, I'm going to show you what potential entry levels we're looking at, what is our entry idea, and in case of a confirmation, where would price go next. Now here's the daily time frame on Bitcoin, and what we talked about last week was that price has created this high up here. It then made a pullback, well not just a pullback, but now we can see that this is the beginning of a downside move. It has broken below this previous structure right here. It then made a pullback, created a lower high than the previous one, and that's where we were last week, just testing the support level. Well, what happened since then is price managed to break below that support, which is also a strong level. As you can see, it has been tested a couple of times. It now made a pullback, retested that support level from below, basically now acting as resistance, and so we could expect for this move to continue lower, right? And although it looks like a great setup, while we're on a daily time frame here, I want you to notice this significant support level that we're currently testing as well right here. Okay, now I believe if we manage to break below that level as well, then we could see price, continuing lower, and that type of setup would be even more confirmed. Okay, but for those of you who are just a little bit more aggressive, and if you have a downside bias anyway, since we've got this move right here with consecutive lower highs, well, there's another way on how we can get involved earlier before we have such a breakout here. So I'm going to step down to the 4-hour time frame, and as you can see, we retested that support / resistance. Price then came back down, testing the lows again with a strong bearish momentum. It managed to hold sideways for quite some time, and it created this minor level of support right here, which is at the 40k 0.500 level, so right here. Okay, that's why I'm saying that this is a strong level, and if we're looking for buying opportunities, I wouldn't do that right now. Okay, I would probably not sell straight away, but like I said, if we do see this break below right here, then we have a retest, well then this is going to be a textbook setup. Okay, and before that, I think it is quite risky, but that doesn't mean you can't get involved into a short trade here. So that's why I'm going to step down to the hourly chart, and what we see is a second test of that zone right here. So we are either going to break above and continue higher, or we're going to push off of that zone and price will come back down, where I'm going to be expecting to see market continuing below this support right here. So if we're looking at this type of setup, we've got an upside move, we have a pullback, now we have slightly higher structure, and we could expect another lower high if price will be continuing lower. So this is a very common pattern, I guess all of you know it, but this is something that you could watch out for in order to make an entry to the downside. Now when it comes to target levels, let's head back to the daily chart. Now I would say obviously first target levels would be this low right here where we've got this support, and that's if we manage to make an entry up here on the rejection of this zone, right? But then next we have the 38k level, 38,000 $200 per Bitcoin. That's right here. And you know, depending on how this move develops, and is it going to be a strong move, will price action be very choppy while getting down here, then we're going to decide on what we're going to do next and what will be the next possible levels for price to reach. But that's pretty much all for now here on Bitcoin. Obviously, we'll talk about that again during next week. But make sure to comment down below, is that what you're looking for as well? And is there anything we missed out here on price action? Moving on to the next instrument, this is going to be euro dollar, where again on a daily time frame we can see that price has reached previous lows, but it's kind of trading sideways, hasn't still broken below it. So this is what we're going to be waiting for. Then on the 4-hour time frame, I'm going to show you what levels to watch out for below price action as well as above it, in case we do make a deeper pullback before that drop to the downside. And then on the hourly chart, we can see, you know, where would be our best entry level in case of a breakout. Okay, now let's head on to the charts again. So here it is. What we talked about last week was that we're going to be waiting for price to break below this low right here. And although we did have this drop in price, as you can see, it is kind of reacting at support right here. So although that doesn't change our bias, we're still going to be waiting for price to break below this previous low here on 1.1670. It just might take a little longer. So if I drop down to the 4-hour chart, and I'm going to just drag a fib retracement level from here to this most recent low. Now, although price is currently pushing down, I think that, you know, there is still a chance that we might see, you know, another pullback up to around 38.2, which is basically the 1.1770 level, anywhere right here where it will meet, you know, a resistance, and it will then give us a reversal signal. That's only if we're gonna have another additional pullback. Okay, what's very likely though is to see price breaking below this low and continuing lower straight away, right? So if we're talking about you know, price levels to watch out for above current price action, I would say again right around 1.1770 to retest that 38.2 fib retracement level on this last move here on the 4-hour time frame, and then you know, to drop lower. If not, price will then just go straight down, breaking below 1.1670. And I think that's when, you know, we can look for potential entries, or if you're looking at the hourly chart, maybe even as soon as we see price breaking and closing below this previous low, basically the 1685 level, right around here, then, you know, this will be again a confirmation that price should continue lower. Therefore, it should provide us with a decent entry opportunity. When it comes to you know, target levels, we've probably talked about that already. First targets, we're waiting for you know, price to reach 1.16 level, or around 1.1620, I would say. And once it does, let's see how it will get down here. We can then talk about further take profit levels. Okay, if we're looking at the setup here on the hourly chart, and we see a decent break below this previous low right here, and we make our entry on the retest, well, then we could use stop loss you know, around 1.1730, just above this high, or maybe even above 1.1750, so around 1.1760, I would say. Okay, a pretty decent opportunity. Watch out for price action here, as it could provide us with a nice entry level. And finally, we're gonna check out gold as well. But before that, if you find this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel so you can get more educational content like this one, and also join our free Telegram channel to get notified on setups like this one on a daily basis. Okay, now let's continue. We're going to start off again with the daily time frame, where we're going to be expecting a downside continuation. Then on the 4-hour chart, price has just made a pullback, and it looks like it could be ending it right now and heading back to the downside. And then on the hourly chart, we're going to see what is the most recent low, that will give us a signal that price should continue lower if it manages to break below it. Okay, let's have a look on the chart. Daily time frame on gold looks like this. Now, in the previous videos, we talked about price reaching this resistance right here, and since then you can see how well it managed to come down all the way down here to where it is now, right? So expecting a strong dollar overall means that we should see gold reaching lower values as well, right? For those of you who did manage to get involved on the retest of this previous resistance right here, then that's great. If you still have any short trades, make sure to keep them open. And if you haven't got any trades, well, then you could be looking at this current situation where if the 4-hour candle closes like this, well, this is going to be a great signal for a short trade, because we've got a downside move since price touched this resistance up here. It then made a pullback, and now we're about to get a 4-hour engulfing, bearish engulfing candle, giving us a signal that this move should continue lower. Okay, I think, you know, if you're more conservative, you can then wait for price to, you know, actually break below the lows here at 1742, and then look to get involved into a short trade. If we're looking at this fib retracement level here on the hourly time frame, you can see that price has tested that 38.2 level once. It managed to come back, break above it, and it's currently going back down. Okay, so price action looks good, but you know, there is still a chance to see price coming a bit higher, maybe testing that 61.8 level as well, or just that previous bottom down here at 1762. So anywhere up here 1762 to about 1768-69. Okay, if it continues that pullback higher, this is what we're going to be looking to short gold. If not, well then, like I said, you could be waiting for price to break below 1740 and from right here to get involved into a short trade. Now again, target levels, I think we've commented on that on the last video, but looking at the daily time frame, obviously we've got 1731st, but then we have this double bottom on a daily here, which is at 1682. Okay, again, depending on how price action gets down here, you know, what it will do, how it will move, is there going to be enough strength, enough sellers in the market, then we can talk about further take profit levels or potential reversal. Okay, I hope you like these videos and you find some value in it. Make sure to drop a comment down below. Let me know what do you think about this video, what do you think about this setup here on gold, and I'll make sure to get back to each one of you guys. Alright, that's all for now. I'll see you next week. Take care, and I wish you all a successful trading. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to watch our last 2 videos where you can find more valuable information. Check out our channel for more trading related videos. I wish you all a successful trading, and I'll see you next time.